If you want to check out my Twitch channel, it'll be in the description down below. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, guys? WALLAH here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the drama slash update slash twab that came out today and yesterday. For those who weren't aware, a Bungie dev actually tweeted out yesterday a bunch of updates and just kind of talking about the state of PvP, kind of apologizing and then just saying what's going to happen within the future. And a lot of people were happy with the update, but a lot of people were also upset about it. The reason people were upset about it was because that it's long overdue and also because of the fact that it's just not enough. I'm not too sure where I saw it exactly on Twitter, but there was a tweet saying that Bungie's actually going to release one brand new map within the next 4 seasons. And we've already gone 2 years without a brand new map. Remember that. So 4 more seasons and only getting one new map is pretty absurd. And for those wondering, no, I do not consider a map from D1 coming back to this game a brand new map because it takes basically no effort to just copy a map. Let's be real. In all honesty, I don't know why all the D1 maps aren't in this game at this point. At the very least, it'd give us a tiny bit more content, but again, it's all recycled, so it doesn't take too much effort. I know making the map isn't too easy, but they don't have to come up with the idea is what I'm talking about. They're also going to be bringing back 2 maps that they ended up sunsetting, so that's kind of a kick in the balls because why the hell would you take it out of the game if you're going to bring it back anyways? I know they don't have everything planned, but that really upset me and it really upset a lot of people in the community. So just to reiterate that means we're getting one brand new map within the next 4 to 5 seasons, which is not okay. Another thing they talked about yesterday was the fact that they're bringing a few more game modes back. So something like Rift is actually going to come back, which is cool because it's a fun game mode, but it's not a deal breaker. I don't think it's going to save the Crucible by any means, and I think it's kind of just not focusing on what's really important. They're also going to be taking out third peaking next season, which is really nice. Obviously, the cheating is going to be a little harder to deal with now, but again, as long as it makes the game more fun to play just overall, especially for console players, since that makes most of the population, then that's okay with me. Now, we talked about the maps and the third peaking and the game modes. That was yesterday. Today, Bungie released the TWAB. They were talking about certain things that they were going to nerf and buff, and there were some really good things and some very strange things as well. It always seems like Bungie's connected to us, and then the next day they'll do something that no one asked for whatsoever, and that specific change I'm talking about is the slide change. They're actually nerfing slide entirely. For those who didn't know, I'm actually going to put it on screen here what they're going to do exactly. So you get 20 less stability when sliding. You also get a 15% shotgun pellet spread, and then you also get 1.5 times the flinch. Listen, I know slide shotgunning is OP. Shotgunning in general is so fucking annoying, and I understand that completely. But to put more flinch when sliding and also less stability for sliding too, this hurts not only shotgunning, but primary play entirely. People are going to play a lot more slower. People won't want to slide in a gunfight because they're clearly at the disadvantage here. I don't know how this would play in real time because, again, I don't get to test this out. But on paper, this sounds like a horrible change and something that not a lot of people were asking for. I don't think anyone would have asked for this. I think people would have liked the shotgun nerfs specifically. Make shotgun spread terrible when sliding at people. Sure, that's fine. I hate shotgunners. When I'm making a video, I get shotgunned by everybody. It's annoying. But to make primaries worse when sliding is not what anyone asked for at all. If there's any Bungie dev watching this, please just reconsider this because it's just not going to be too fun. Again, I don't know how bad it really is going to be. Maybe we'll have to test it out, but if it's really bad, we're going to be stuck with it for at least a few months before you guys can change it. Again, go back to what people are actually complaining about because I don't think people are complaining about slide hand cannons or slide auto rifles or something like that. It's just silly. All right, enough of complaining about that. That's just the one thing that everyone was very upset about, including me. I was really confused about that. They actually ended up buffing a few other things that was really nice because they genuinely needed the buff. Starting off, they buffed the puny rally barricade. You know that really tiny shield no one uses? They actually ended up buffing that. So you actually get 30 stability, 10 range, and you take 50% less flinch sitting behind the tiny barricade, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to get into everything they buffed and nerfed, but just know all the things they buffed, including the subclasses, was nothing insane or anything. They buffed something like Nova Warp, which was really nice, but the subclass I don't think is going to be all that great. The main meat and potatoes, I guess, that they nerfed was Dawnblade and kind of Stormcaller, but I'll get into that after this. So for Dawnblade, they ended up removing the double Icarus dash, so you can no longer do it twice, you can only dash one time. Unless you actually consume your grenade energy, because on Dawnblade you consume your grenade and you can float in the air for a long time without dropping down, and then you actually get 2 Icarus dashes if you do that. But the problem is you don't get the movement benefit when you do that because you actually get slowed down every time you use your jump. This triggered a lot of PvE players specifically. PvP, I think it was okay because of the fact that Dawnblade was way too good in PvP specifically, but a lot of speedrunners like to use Dawnblade for PvE activities because of the fact that you go so damn quick. So now people are very upset, but also people are really happy. I'm one of the people that are kind of happy this got nerfed because of how annoying it was to play against. It was just ridiculous how fast you can go and also just how easy it was to play. Getting into Chaos Reach, they actually nerfed the super itself, which was nice. They nerfed the damage it does, so that means you have to aim at someone a little bit longer before they just get obliterated. And they also nerfed the range on it as well, which is nice. But the main issue with the super and the subclass entirely is the fact that you can get your super so damn quickly. Part of this is because of geomags, but they also said that they were going to release a TWAB about certain armor pieces next week, so we'll have to wait and see. The one main thing right now that I'm worried about is that they seem like they want to nerf a few movement stuff. The fact that they're making a whole TWAB about armor pieces next week is kind of scaring me. They just nerfed sliding and they also nerfed Dawnblade movement as well. Obviously, Dawnblade needed the nerf, but those two together, on top of the fact that they're doing an armor TWAB tomorrow, it's kind of hinting towards something. Maybe, I could be wrong, but maybe they're going to nerf something like Stompies or Transversive Steps and Dune Marchers and just remove the movement entirely, or at least reduce it by maybe like 25%. Something like that would be insane. The reason I wouldn't want that is because my gameplay is based off of my movement, and just overall, people love moving fast. It's what makes Destiny really fun. So to slow down the gameplay entirely, I don't think would be a very good idea, and that's not what people want at all. Not what most people want, at least. I know there's people that are watching this right now that are like, yeah, fuck you guys that jump around a lot and move super fast and stuff like that. But in all honesty, a lot of the people genuinely enjoy the fact that you can move really quickly. I appreciate some of the devs that go through the pain and suffering of Twitter and try to reply to people and give updates and whatnot. I really do appreciate that. But it's been 2 years since we got a new map, and it just seems like Bungie still doesn't know what we want. I understand it's their game and they can do whatever they want, but if you really want your player base to be happy, you should try to listen to them. I'm not the smartest guy out there, and I'm not the only one with an opinion. I understand that completely, but I speak for a lot of people when I say that this is a little too late to give us one brand new map, and also you're not giving us what we asked for at all. We need a lot more, and we need it a lot quicker as well. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just not enough right now. And for that tiny chance that there's a Bungie dev watching, I don't hate you or hate anyone, obviously. It's just my opinion and just talking for the rest of us. For the slight chance someone is watching, I doubt it, but again, maybe, you never know. I'm sure I missed some other stuff, but there was some pretty good stuff as well. For another thing that was really nice within this TWAB is that they removed the fact that you have your charged melee and your normal melee on the same keybind. So now you could throw a throwing knife right in front of somebody without using your normal melee ability, which is awesome. I think the same thing goes for something like Dawnblade. So if you just want to use your normal melee and not your celestial fire, you'll have the option to do that. So that's something they finally listened, and it's a really, really good change. So I'm really happy about that. But there's some other things that just don't make sense whatsoever. And I hope we can get through this and maybe revert some changes and hopefully get some goddamn new maps. Anyways, that was about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. For those who want to support me and go the extra mile, I have my own advanced GG code WALLAH. You get 10% off at checkout. And if you're interested, there's a link in the description down below. Thank you. For those who want to join my Discord server, we're at around 5,500 members right now. Would be really great if you guys could join. We're trying to get all the way up to 10,000 if possible. And I always let people know whenever I post a video. Link is also in the description down below. Thank you.